should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth guy like me. Mom says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a cleaver full tap. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of their story. Like Romeo and Juliet, 'twas written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of the hope of living happily. The ending's so often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do what we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we both forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will the truck in your slab. Never again I'll bring bullied eyes. Never again I doubt it with my mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again that we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. And we'll have the chance for revolting, we're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. And we'll have the chance for revolting, we're revolting. People become us living hard. They kept a hopping stick and use it as a sword. Never get the baby ignored. We'll find out where the short is stood. And draw from pictures on the wall. It's something we're revolting. We can SBL how we like. If never was a wrong is right. One and O-R-T-Y. 'Cause we're a little bit naughty. So we have to stay inside our line. We dissipate at the same time. There's nothing that a chance will get through. Take my hammer and I'll stick you. Didn't think you could push us too far. There's no going back now. E-R-E-O-L-T-I-N. Revolting talk. U-S-I-N-G. U-S-I-N-G. R-E-V-O-L-T.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Get to your feet, Jenny. You were going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel sent up from the sky. My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me. It's true he indulges my tendency to bulge, but I'm his little soldier, up to for free. My mommy says I'm a miracle, only at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day Doc chopped the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no fear for a miracle like me. My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as good or tough as me. As my daddy told ya, one day when I'm older, I could be a soldier and kick you in the bum.
One can hardly move for beauty and brilliance these days. It seems like there are millions of these, 1 in a million these days. Specialness is de rigueur, above average is average. Go figure, is this some modern miracle of calculus? That such frequent miracles to render each one unmiraculous?
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day Doc chopped the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no cure for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a precious family. No, she has never seen a prettier family. No, she says if I'm keen I have to cut down on the cream. Well, I'm a ballerina, so give me more cake.
Take another picture of our angel from this angle over here.
She is waiting for emotion be developed in her fears.
What a dear.
Honey, look at mommy.
Don't put honey on your brother.
Mommy, another.
I think she blinked.
We'll take another.
Have you seen her school report? She's got C in her report. We'll have to change the school. The teacher's clearly falling short.
So hilarious and insightful.
Oh yes, he's definitely advanced.
Take another
My
picture of
mama
our
says
angel
I'm a
from this
miracle. Look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day Doc chopped the umbilical
Put honey on
it's
your
been clear
brother.
there's no fear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle. That I'm as tiny and as shiny as a miracle. You can be all cynical, but it's a truth empirical. There's never been a miracle as miracle as me. Look, is this gonna take much longer, Doctor? I've got a plane to catch at 3. I'm competing in the biannual International Amateur Salsa and Ballroom Dancing Championships in Paris.
You're getting on a plane, Mrs. Wormwood.
Of course I am. I always compete, Doctor. And this time, I have a secret weapon, Rodolfo. He's part Italian, you know. Very supple. Has incredible upper body strength.
I think we should have a talk.
So, what is it? What's wrong with me?
Mrs. Wormwood, do you really have no idea?
Wind.
Mrs. Wormwood, I want you to think very carefully. What do you think could be the cause of this?
Emma! Look, am I fat?
Mrs. Wormwood, you're pregnant!
What?
You're going to have a baby!
But I already got a baby. I don't want another one. Isn't there something you can do?
You're 9 months pregnant.
Antibiotics. Oh my good Lord. What about the biannual International Amateur Salsa and Ballroom Dancing Championship?
A baby, Mrs. Wormwood, a child. The most precious gift the natural world can bestow upon us has been handed to you. A brand new human being, a life, a person, a wonderful new person is about to come into your life to bring you love and magic and happiness and wonder.
Oh, bloody hell!
Every life I bring into this world restores my faith in humankind.
Mrs. Wormwood, push! I'll push you in a minute!
No life a canvas yet unpainted, is still unbroken still, this uncorrupted mind. Every life is unbelievably unlikely. Chances of existence almost infinitely scale. The most common thing
my son!
Mr. Wormwood, are you smoking a cigarette?
What? Oh, of course, Doctor, I'm sorry. What am I thinking? This calls for a proper smoke. Oh, my word, he's an ugly little thing.
Mr. Wormwood, this is one of the most beautiful children I've ever seen.
My good lord, where's his thingy?
His what?
His thingy, he's a, what shall I call it, his bugle. What have you done with this thingy?
Mr. Wormwood, this child doesn't have a thingy
A
because...
boy with no thingy! Look what you've done, you stupid woman! The boy's got no thingy!
Mr. Wormwood, this child is a girl. A beautiful, beautiful little girl.
Is there still time for the biannual international amateur social?
Competition's finished, you missed it! Hey, listen, I don't suppose we could have exchanged it for a boy, can we?
This is the worst day of my life! Well, my undercarriage doesn't feel quite normal. My skin is just revolting in this foul fluorescent light, and this gown is nothing like the semi-formal, semi-Spanish gown I should be wearing in the semi-finals tonight. I should be dancing downtown, Primavera Italian, not dressed in hospital cotton, with an ouchie front bottom, and this horrible, smelly little horrible animal I have ever seen.
I can't find its friggin' beats!
Every life is unbelievably unlikely. Chances of existence almost infinitely small. The most common thing in life is life, and yet every single life, new life, is a miracle.
Like me, my mommy says I'm a miracle. That I'm as shiny as a miracle. You can be all cynical, but it's a miracle. There's never been a miracle as miraculous. My mommy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ. That kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir! 155 brand new luxury cars, sir! Oh, they're good runners. Let me put it this way. You want to beat them in a race? No, sir. Yes, sir, how much is up?
Harry!
Hang on!
Look at this! She's reading a book! That's not normal for a 5-year-old! I think she might be an idiot!
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was an age of wisdom.
Stop scanning your mother with that book, boy!
Let it go.
She keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry! Stories! I mean, who wants stories?
I'm gonna call you straight back. Will you please just shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this? It's your fault. You spent most of the trouble, and you expect me to get us out of it. What am I, a flaming escapologist?
Escapologist, he says. What about me then? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. If you're an escapologist,
bleach my boots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening, you horrid little man!
But I'm gonna make us rich.
Rich? How rich?
Very rich. Bulgarian businessmen. Very, very stupid. You know, your genius husband is gonna sell them 155 knocked up old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Bulgarians?
Fair. Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair. It is not to get you anywhere, you dickheaded twit brain. All I can say is, thank heavens Michael has inherited his old man's brains. His son, Michael!
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
And it's your fault! With your stupid books and your stupid reading!
But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right. I'll tell you something, right? You're off to school in a few days, and you won't be getting right there. No. I know your headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. That's right. I told her all about you, and it was right-hand ideas. Big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing a hammer. Now imagine what she's gonna do to a horrible, squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now, get off the bed, you stinkworm!
You have to put it right. Platinum blonde hair done, extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violet's hair tonic. For men. Yeah. In the slit of a boat, there's a tiny remote. The seed of a war in the creek of a floorboard. A storm can begin with a flap of a wing. The tiniest mite packs the mightiest thing every day. Starts with the tick of a clock, all escapes. Starts with the click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. Cause if you're little, you can do what would you. Mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, won't change a thing. And just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. right. You have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
In business, son, a man's hair is his greatest asset, okay? Good hair means a good brain. Now, the secrets to my success. Secrets! Yes, secrets, secrets. The secrets to my success in business is this. Oil boiler hair tonic for men. Stand back, son. Your old man's gonna go to work. Swap that in a little. Oh, yeah. That's the bananas right there. Work that in a little. All mix. 1, 2, 3. Wow. In business, son, a man can simply fail to go unnoticed when he looks like this. Secrets. Yes, secrets.
Your hair! It's great!
Good Lord, woman! You already started? It's not even 8:30. My hair's green!
What on earth did you do that for? Why do you want green hair?
Oh, I didn't do anything. I don't want green hair.
Maybe you used some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man!
My hair. My lovely hair. Oh, what am I deal today? The Bulgarians. What am I gonna do?
I know what you could do.
What? What can I do?
You could pretend you're an elf.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pretend I'm an What are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting! Go, creep on back to your library or something. The sooner you're in school, the better. Matilda! How lovely to see you! In the library again, are we?
Yes, well, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her. She hates it when I go out. She misses me so much. Dad, too, he loves having me around.
Oh,
But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And you tell them lots of stories, like you do with me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. And that's not a hint, by the way, but if you did happen to...
Mrs. Phelps, see you next week.
Goodbye, Miss Honey, and good luck with the Tolstoy. As I was saying, Matilda, if you did happen to have a
Who
story...
is that lady?
That lady? Well, that lady's Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady? That lady is going to be mine?
Yes, your teacher. Now, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist who could escape from any lock that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as if she could actually fly, fell in love and got married. The two performed some of the most incredible feats together anyone has ever seen, and people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was so deep that it was said that cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. He moved into a beautiful old house on the edge of town, and in the evenings they would walk and take the air. And each night, the children of the town would wait in anticipation hoping for a glimpse of the shiny white scarf that the acrobat always wore. For then they knew they only had to cry, "Tricks, tricks!" and the great performers would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show, just for them. But although they loved each other, although they were famous and everyone loved them, they were sad.
We have everything.
We have everything that the world has to offer, said the wife. But we do not have the one thing in the world we want most.
But the one thing.
We do not have a child.
Patience, my love.
Patience, my love, the husband replied. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Oh, Matilda.
But time is the one thing no one is master of. And as time passed, they grew quite old and still they had no child. And each night, they would listen to the silence of their big, empty house, and they would imagine how beautiful it would be if it was filled with the sounds of a child playing.
Matilda, this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Oh no, don't you dare.
Their sadness overwhelmed them and drew them on to ever more dangerous feats, as their work became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives. And so, it was they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is cold, said the husband, announcing the event to the world's press who had gathered to listen with bated breath. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharps and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage. And it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is our destiny, said his wife, smiling sadly and slipping her hand into his. It is where the loneliness of life has led us.
Well, what happened?
I don't know.
What?
Not yet, anyway.
What? But isn't there some more? I mean, isn't there just a little... Well, I suppose your mother will be waiting for you. Is she here? Your mother? I would love to meet
Goodbye,
her.
Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
My mummy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm his special little guy. I am a princess.
I am a prince.
Mum says I'm an angel. Mum says I'm an angel. Mum says I'm an angel.
It's like you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess. You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail. I've been trapped inside this cage for ages. This living hell. But if I try, I can remember back before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. When you was curious, so listen to us. able to survive this mess by being a prince or a princess. You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy, cause your life as you know it is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail, I'm trapped inside this cage for ages, this living hell. Look at my try, I can't remember back before my life had ended, all my happy days were over, before I first heard the pealing of the bell. Like you was furious, so it is aroused 1,000 questions, but unless you want to tell me, this is never teaching you. I think it was you listen here, I hear you've been punished so severely. You said I was lying and you cried when you thought what you should say. I'm in trouble and remember to be extremely careful.
Why?
Why?
Didn't you hear what we said?
Just you wait for visit. Just you wait for visit. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. Why? Just you wait for visit.
Good morning, children. My name is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, do any of you know your 2 times tables? Wonderful. Matilda, isn't it? Please stand up and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12, 7 times 2 is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18, 10 times 2 is 20, 11 times 2 is 22, 12 times 2 is
Well, my
24,
word, that is
13
very-
times 2 is 26, 14 times 2 is 28, 15 times 2 is 30, 16 times 2 is 30.
Stop! Stop! Good heavens, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Well, yes, that is. Now, how about this one? This one is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. But 2 times 487. If you took your times...
974. She's
cheating!
12 sevens, 84.
Well, all right, let's take a break from maths and take a look at reading. Can anyone read this?
Oh, pick me, miss. Okay. Me.
Very well, Nigel. Yes, well, you don't want you to miss a blood vessel on your first day. Anyone else? Lavender?
It's the best word. Tomato.
No, but tomato's a very good word.
Yes.
Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Yes, well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences. Because basically a sentence is just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And you've read a whole book yourself, Matilda.
Oh yes, more than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? My, that is good. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, The Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment, and Stick of the Duck.
Knock on the door. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. There's nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. It's just a door. You've seen one before. Just knock on the door. Look at you trying to hide. Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. but a little girl. It's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on that door. Perhaps I will make she's probably having a meeting or something and will want to be interrupted. If anything, caution in these situations is sensible. One should avoid confrontation if possible. I'll come back later. But this little girl, this miracle. Knock on the door, Jenny. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic.
Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Well, yes, Miss Trunchbull, there's in my class, that is, there is a little girl named Matilda Wormwood.
Got a Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the brat, though. Says she's a real what?
Oh, no, headmistress, I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What is the school motto, Miss Honey?
Bombinatum es magitum.
Bombinatum esmagatum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who placed that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! Haven't I just told you that she's a gangster?
But she knows the times table.
Oh, so she's learned her big tricks.
She can read.
Oh, so can I.
Miss Trunchbull, it is my opinion that this little girl should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
But she's a squib, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be? What about the rules, honey? Rules.
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception to the rules in my school. Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer throwing champion? 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? Well, like hell, as I stepped up to the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chopped up my palms, did I wave my hands? I did not. As I started my spin, did I look at the view? Did I drift off and dream for a moment or two? Do you think I faltered or mended my rotation? Do you think I altered my intended elevation? As the hammer took off, did I change my grunt from the grunt I had practiced for many a month? Not a jot, not a dot, did I stray from the plot? Not a detail of my thread was adjusted or forgotten. Not even when the hammer left my hands and sailed high up above the stars. Did I let myself go? No, 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 no. No. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't use happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children, 2, 3, 4. If you throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle
all the time. And if you want to teach success, you don't give sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little squits to toe the line. Sing, Jenny!
If you want to grow the love for your country, for your needs, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to a hammer-throwing life fence. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the belly line and toe it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
Well, it is my intention to help this little girl. Whether you like it or not.
Stupid, filthy, flaming, great big question asking, who the hell do they think they are? How dare they speak to me like that? Living, filthy, nasty Bulgarians!
Oh, don't tell me. We're not rich.
It's the mileage. They took 1 look at the mileage on the first car and said that all these cars were that good. I told them that the mileage is so high because of a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So you lie.
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
No, what's this? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
She's got no respect, that one. It's all books and stories.
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it.
Lovely. Lovely. Here's what I think of your little lovely.
No, it's from the library.
It's from the library. It's from the library.
It's a library book.
Library.
You show the little brat.
No, you read it. No, too little.
Do we have any super glue?
It's in the drawer. Hey, and while you're at it, why don't you stick that stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even with your little, you can do a look you. Mustn't let a little thing like little stalk you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I've got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those brains in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt. Them all squished up in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Right.
stood up, her knickers stayed stuck to the seat! Someone told her I did it, but I never, and now she's after me!
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You're finished. Once Agatha Trunchbull says you're guilty, you're squished. Yesterday, she caught Julius Rotwinkle eating a licorice during science. She picked him up, swung him around, and threw him right out the window!
Don't listen to them. They're just trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, this thing she's going to put me in choking.
What's choking?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say it's lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you come, there are nails on the bottom for you wish you stood. When the hinges scream and the door is closed, you cannot see swords at the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out or if the scream in your head even reached your mouth.
All right, look, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago. But why? Oh no, she's coming!
You'd better hide, quick, blazes!
Leave it to her where I am, Matilda.
Now!
You separate, explain. Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under this coat. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. You see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from the rare but chronic sleep disorder narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and often falling asleep without knowing or any warning at all. You see, he fell asleep and we put him in the coats for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we?
Narcolepsy.
He'll probably think he's in bed when he wakes up.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Hello. Well, this isn't my bedroom at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Thripp.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I said about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mummy likes them. She says they make me look pretty.
Then your career is a twit. What is your name?
Matilda. Matilda Wormwood.
Oh! So you're Wormwood, are you?
I might have known. Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars, sir. Green hair. Yeah, it was National Green Hair Day, a celebration of all the wonderful green things in the world, like lettuce and snot, lettuce and snot. Tomorrow at 1. Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Jamais du door. Now, that's how you do it. We'll take... I'm gonna leave this on, it looks like rain.
Oh yes, hello. It's Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Well, come in if you're lost.
This is Rodolfo.
It's nothing like that.
He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao.
Parli Italiano, Penny. Piace Rodolfo. Come stai?
What? Who is this, babes? You know what interruptions do to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well, stop her reading then.
Oh, no, we tried.
I'm in the zone, darling. I can feel it in me. Don't waste this.
Look, I'm not in favour of girls.
Little clever pants.
Girls should think about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Now look at you.
Now look at me.
You chose books and I chose looks.
I beg your pardon?
Babes, I'm on fire. Please.
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Fantastic!
Her mind is incredible. Just a little hop from a she could.
Mind. Her mind. You really know nothing, do you? And on the way, my dear, you've made an awful error. You oughtn't to blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people, like people, are too clever. It's very quaint. It's very sweet. But wrong. People don't like smarty pants would go round claiming that they know something we don't know. Now here's the tip. What you know, that is this. Then the volume with which what you don't know expressed. Content has never been less important. So you have got to be low. Girl, you got to learn to stand up and stick out from the crowd. Woo! And the
tail, a little less brains, a lot more hair, a little less head, a lot more derriere. No one's gonna tell you to shake your tush. Well, you got a light, don't hide it under a bushel. No one's gonna look if you don't stand out. No one's gonna listen if you don't shout. No one's gonna care if you don't care. So don't put some highlights in your hair, 'cause you gotta highlight what you got. Even if what you got is not a lot, you gotta be low. You gotta give yourself permission to shine. Stand up and be proud. Woo! A little less, a lot more zing. A little less shh, a lot more swing. A little less stressing like your bum. A little more butter bum bum butter bum. No one's gonna tell you when to wiggle your bumba.
No one's gonna love you if you don't know the rumba.
Everybody loves a little something exotic.
But learning our language is over the top.
It doesn't really matter if you don't know or not.
As long as you don't know it with a bit of clout. The less you have to sell, the harder you sell it. The less you have to say, the louder you yell. The dumber the act, the bigger the confession. The less you have to say, the louder you dress. You gotta get up, you gotta get up and be loud.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Get to your feet, Jenny. You were going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so, the great day arrived. town. People whispered that in her dark and brooding heart, that she resented her sister, both in success and her love. Suddenly, out came the escapologist, dressed as usual in his tights and strangely corseted, but there was no sign of the acrobat, and no glimpse at all of his shiny white scarf. And instead of the musical fanfare, there was silence, as he solemnly strode into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, has been cancelled.
No!
Yes, the audience gasped so loud that a passing airplane caught it on its instrumentation and reported it as an atmospheric phenomenon. Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
Oh, Matilda!
Absolute silence. You could have had a flight back. Then, suddenly, the audience jumped to its feet and roared in appreciation.
The story does have a happy ending after all.
The entire feat was instantly forgotten, and the applause went on for nearly an hour.
So it does have a happy ending.
Forgotten by everyone except, that is, the acrobat's sister. When all had quieted down, she stepped forward and produced a contract.
A contract?
A contract. You have signed to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall.
No!
I have paid for the posters, publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. If I give their crowd their money back, where's my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects caught by the man locked in the cage will be performed and performed this day or off to prison you both shall go.
No, no, no! Well? What happened?
I don't know yet. I'll tell you tomorrow.
What? But I don't know if my nerves will make it until tomorrow.
Mrs. Phelps, are you crying? Maybe I shouldn't tell you anymore.
Oh no, no, Matilda. We must find out how it ends. And I'm not crying because it's sad. It's just they wanted that child so much, and it must be so wonderful for a child to be so loved.
Yes, wonderful. Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps.
Matilda, could I speak to you, please? I'm afraid I have not been too successful in getting others to recognize your abilities. So, starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda! Why, this is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, where is Matilda?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Aha! So you admit it, don't you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This plot, this foul carbuncle, is none other than a disgusting criminal, a denizen of the underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning you sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are you? Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore she is guilty.
Okay, look, all right, I did it. I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of, almost thinking about opening up. Maybe. But you see, the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. You see, the Trunchbull's cake was so good that I scoffed it down too quick. And now, it was beginning to fight back. Oops. See?
I'm not guilty. I didn't do anything.
You are guilty because you are a fiend, you are a crook, you are a thief, and I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, child. You shall be destroyed.
It was the biggest burp I'd ever done. It was the biggest burp I'd ever heard. The biggest burp I'd ever heard about. It was as if the whole world went silent for that burp to exist, as a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted across the class. Past Nigel. Past Tommy. Past Matilda. And then my great, big, beautiful chocolatey burp, which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted full into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter,
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
you liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull! And I'm very sorry, but I...
Oh, as long as you enjoyed it, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh, well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful, marvelous, that makes me so happy. Gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cool. What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
No, no, you are not full. I will tell you when you are full. And I say criminals like you are not full till they've eaten the entire cake.
But!
No buts! You don't have time for buts! Eat!
But I can't eat it all. Her mistress will be sick.
He should have thought of that before he made a pact with Satan and decided to steal my cake. Eat! Eat!
He can't.
Eat!
He can't.
Eat!
But it's
Eat!
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size.
He can't. He can't.
He surely can't, he surely can't. Bruce!
He might have slurred. He's quite thirsty. He's going to love it. It's love. It's fantastic.
no fancy tin, whatever you hear, just don't give in. So let her win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in golden glory.
Too much! It's just too much!
Go on, Bruce. Do it.
Silence!
You'll never again be subject to abuse. For your offense, caboose should call a truce. With just one bite and you've completely cooked the goose. We never thought it was possible, but here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it.
Sorry, Miss Trunchbull, I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bog Trotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bog Trotter.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? That was the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is choking!
What?
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can. Come now. Do you think I allowed myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am, Miss Honey? A weakling? An idiot? A fool? You?
But he's eaten it all. He did what you asked.
I ate it all! I did it! I did it! I ate it! No! No, please! Don't take me to choking! No!
That's not right.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone's night so far? And you know, I have a note for you guys. I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that may have been going on here tonight. They are not nice things and they are not right things. And I would like to state, granted rhetorically, that we do not want any children that might be here tonight going home and trying these things out for themselves. I'm of course talking about reading books. It's normal for kids to behave in this fashion. It stunts the brain, it wears out the eyes, it makes kids ugly, stinky, sweaty, Betty, boring dashers, and crucially, it gives them barukas of the mind. Under no circumstance do we condemn such activities as we do so without reservoirs. By a show of hands, can I just ask, how many people here have ever read a book? Come on. Keep them up. You! Right there, yes, you. What's your name? James. James, well, give it up for James. James, I hate to tell you this, but bookworm, stupid little bookworm, reading all his books like a stupid little bookworm. You read books like a worm. Worms are stupid. You're a swerm. So there. Now, James, he will learn from that. It won't stop him from reading, but I bet he'll never put his hands up in a theater again. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a pinnacle of our achievements as a species. The very reason we even bothered evolving out of unicorns in the first place. Somewhere on a show, I heard that a picture tells 1,000 words. So Telly, if you bother to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All I know I've learned from Telly, this big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, baby, you can turn the channel over just like that. And this joy and this laughter, folks living happily ever after. All you need to make you wise is 23 minutes plus advertisements. Why would we waste our energy? Turn the pages, 1, 2, 3. We can sit happily on a lovely bath, please, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. All I know I've learned from Telly. The bigger the telly, the smaller the man. You can tell from my big telly just what a clever of a fellow I am. Take it away, son. Come on, you want this? Give it up! Come on, another one, another word. You can't love that from a stupid book. All I know I learned from Telly what to think and what to buy. No, I was very smart already, but now I'm really, really smart, like very, very smart. And this content and this channels and this chat on endless panels. All you need to fill your muffin without really having nothing or nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out Ulysses? And we can sit happily on a lovely bath, please. Watch some slightly famous people talking to really famous people. All I know, I learned from Telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly just how clever of a fellow I am. Now who this Dickens is Charles Dickens. Mary Shelley, God, she sounds smelly. Charlotte Bronte, do not want her. Jane Austen, in the composter bin. James Joyce doesn't sound too nice. Ian McEwan, it'll feel like spewing. William Shakespeare, Moby Dick. Easy, Grandma. All together now. All I know, I learned from Telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from Robin Telly what a very clever fella I am. I'm pretty amazing all the time. Thank you very much.
altar, and I pick it up, and no, I'm not going to tell you anymore. I'm going to put the news in the transpose jug. It's going to be brilliant. When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up. And when I grow up, I will eat sweets every day on the way to work, and I will go to bed late every night. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will watch cartoons until my eyes go square. And I won't care, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be strong enough to carry all the heavy things you have to haul around with you when you're a grown up. When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. And when I grow up, I will have treats every day, and I'll play with things that mums pretend that mums don't think are fun. And I will wake up when the sun comes up, and I will spend all day just lying in the sun. And I won't burn, 'cause I'll be all grown up when I grow up. When I grow up, I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown up. When I grow up,
Just because you find a nice not ferret doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
when I grow up,
Just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
Matilda, how lovely to see you. Are you enjoying school?
Oh yes, bits of it anyway. Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section?
What? Well, we don't have a revenge section. Why? Is there a child at school who's behaving like a bully?
Oh no, not a child exact.
Matilda, are you sure something's not wrong?
Mrs. Phelps, do you want to hear the next part of the story?
Story? Did you say story? Well, come on then. What are we waiting for?
Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat wound a shiny white scarf around her husband's neck. For love, my love, she said, kissing him with the gentlest of kisses. Smile, we've done this 1,000 times. And then, suddenly, she hugged him with the biggest hug in the world. So hard that he felt that she would hug all the air out of him. And so, they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat they had ever performed. The great escapologist had to escape from his cage, lean out, grab his wife with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on a specially designed dress. Within 12 seconds, before they reached the dynamite, it blew his wife's head off. Woo!
I'm sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the specially designed dress was set alight, the acrobat swung into the air. The crowd held their breath as she hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds. They watched as the flames crept up the dress. 3 seconds, 4 seconds. She began to reach out the arms towards the cage. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Suddenly, the padlock flung open and the huge taint fell away. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. The great escapologist, when the door flung open, he reached out one huge muscled arm to catch his wife and the child. 9 seconds, 10 seconds.
Oh, I can't look.
11 seconds. He grabs her hand and suddenly the flames are covered in foam before they can both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! So the story does have a happy ending after all.
No,
No.
Maybe it was the thought of their child. Maybe it was the nerves. But the escapologist used just a touch too much foam. And suddenly, the hands became slippy. And she fell.
No! Was she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every single bone in her body. Except the ones at the ends of her little fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great. Love our little girl, she said. Love our daughter with all your heart. She is all we ever wanted. Love a girl with everything. She is everything. And then she died. And then things got worse.
What? Worse? But Matilda, things cannot get worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the escapologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what happened. In fact, he asked her to move in and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash and iron and cook and clean and beating her if she did a thing wrong. But always in secret, so that the escapologist can never suspect a thing. And so, the poor little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, hardest dog you could possibly imagine.
Let's call the police.
Mrs. Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh. Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Matilda, your parents must think they won the lottery having a girl as clever as you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. They're always saying that, in fact. They say, Matilda, we are so proud of you. You like winning the lottery. Yeah, I'd better go.
I'm so clever, I'm so clever, I'm so very, very, very clever. I'm so very stinking clever. What a very clever fellow I am. Come here, you!
Stop! Stop! There's only one man I do that with.
Everyone gather round! I want my family to share my triumph here. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 old knocked up bangers in my hands, all polished up, but the mileage was telling the truth that each of these cars were not good. How could I make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards, could I?
Backwards!
When suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I went to my shop, grabbed a drill, and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer in the first car, turned it on, and whacked it in the reverse.
Backwards!
Yes, boy, backwards exactly. And within minutes, I'd reduced the mileage to practically nothing. And I did it to every single car.
Backwards!
Stop talking now, darling. There's a good boy.
10 minutes later, the Bulgarians show up in expensive suits, dark glasses, don't know who they thought they were.
Bulgarians are nocturnal. I saw it on a program last night.
That was badgers. It was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work?
Did it work?
Fantastical! Now I'll be able to afford Rodolfo all day long.
But you've cheated them! That's not fair! They trusted you and you've cheated them!
What's the matter with you? What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm gonna go do tomorrow? I'm gonna go down to that library and tell that old hag you'll never be letting again.
But no, please don't!
And if she does, I'll have her fired. And you'll never read another stinking book as long as you live, young man. I'll put an end to your stories. Now, get out of here and stay, you nasty little creep.
At night, the escapologist's daughter cried herself asleep alone in her room. She never said a single word about the evil ants bullying us. She didn't want to cause fuss, and so she suffered in silence. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded. You are useless, filthy, nasty little creep! And she beat her and threw her in a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door and went out. But that day, the escapologist happened to come home early. And when he heard the sounds of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open.
Don't cry, I am here, little girl. Please don't cry, dry your eyes, wipe away your tears, little girl. Forgive me, I didn't mean to desert you. Don't cry, little girl. Nothing can hurt you, you've nothing to fear. I'm here.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife
that I have forgotten the one thing that mattered to us most. I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever.
Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry here. Let me wipe away your tears.
Forgive me.
Daddy, forgive me.
I didn't mean to desert you.
I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy, don't cry. I'll be alright with you by my side. I have nothing to fear. You're here. But when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned to the acrobat's sister, and an almighty rage grew inside his great heart.
This
Demon, this villain, this monster, she is sullying the memory of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister. She has shown cruelty to the most precious reality of my marriage. Bullying children is a game, is it? Then let us see what this creature thinks she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her. But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, because he never came home, ever again.
Matilda, I got you those books we spoke about. So if you like, you can sit and read them. Do you have any questions?
What's this one?
It's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's one of my favorites. And there's also this one.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Exactly. I used to read it when I was a kid.
What are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
No, they are not. Not on my watch. There's an age for reading, and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bog Trotter here is now a good toad. Sit. It has become clear to me, Miss Honey, you know absolutely nothing about teaching. You believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots!
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Please understand, Miss Honey. That's when I say quiet, you maggots. You are entirely included in that statement. Where's my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull!
Stupid girl. Look at you all. Flabby, disgusting, revolting. Revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughened you all up with a little bit of phys ed. This school of lit has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking! Reeking with the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion, it's the bouquet of dissent. And you may bet your britches this headmistress finds this fallow-diverousness wholly olfactorily insulting. So to stop the stench's spread, I find a session of phys ed, sorts that merely rank from the revolting. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and phys ed will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of phys ed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Held, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, a whiff of resistance, the pong of deceit, the funk of mutiny in action. Before a weed becomes too big and greedy, you really need to nip it in the bud. Position 2. Before the web starts to turn, you must scrape off the dirt and rip it from the mud. A whiff of insurgents, the stench of intent, the reek of prepubescent protests, the pong of defiance, the odor of coup, the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be too pooped for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for trojans who are listening, for fiddlers who are fidgeting and whispering in history. The chattering and chittering, the nattering and twittering is tempered with the smattering of discipline. We must begin insisting on rigidity and discipline, persistently resisting this anarchistic mischieving. These minutes we are frittering, on pandering and pitying. But little ends like this, they just need discipline. The simmering and whimpering, the dribbling and the spittling, the miss I need a tissue. It's an issue we can fix, there is no mystery to mastering. The art of classroom distancing is discipline. Discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, the reek of prepubescent plotting, a whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fibre rotting. Imagine a world with no children. Close your eyes and just dream. Imagine, go on, try it. The peace and the quiet of burbling stream. Well, imagine a woods with a cottage. And inside that cottage we find a parrot called Zeke, a carnival freak who can fold paper hats with his mind. And he says, don't let them steal your horses, no. Don't let them throw them away, no, no, no. If you find your way through, they'll be waiting for you, singing, nay, nay.
She's mad!
Aha! And there, just like I said, the stinking maggot rears his head. Even the squittiest, piteous mess can harbor seeds of stinkiness. Have you ever seen anything more repellent? Have you ever smelled anything worse than that smell of rebellion? The stench of revolt, the reek of insubordination, the whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent. And I will not stop till you are squashed, till this rebellion squashed, till glorious sweaty discipline has washed this sickening stench. quiet!
I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because, Miss Honey, you are pathetic. You are wet. You are weak. You are in fact a sniveling little... No!
What? No, not me. I didn't.
Cockroach! You did it, you vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
I'll stop.
What's that, maggot? Stop when we're only just getting started!
Ow! Nervous Dreadful, please don't. You'll pull his ears off.
I've discovered through many years of experimentation, Miss Honey, that the ears of little boys do not come off. They stretch.
Miss Dreadful, no.
In fact, I think I feel these ones stretching now!
Stop! Stop!
Leave him alone, you big, fat bully!
How dare you? You're not fit to be in this school. I ought to put you in prison, in the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out on a trolley with a muzzle over your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall dissect you, madam. I shall strap you to the table, perform experiments on you. All those disgusting little slugs shall suffer the most appalling indignities because of you.
Have you ever wondered what I have about how when I say red? For example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. Now if we are traveling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, that light would still travel away from us at the full speed of light. That seems right in a way. What I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head, not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind are written, these stories delivered to me will be written. And when everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud, and I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mom and the telly and stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light, and it's burning inside me. Will usually fade, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet, like the sound of a page being tapped in a book, or a pause on a walk in the woods. Quiet, like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet, like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet. And I am more like I've said. Into the eye of the storm. Go on, tip over. Tip over.
Miserable collection of excuses for children. And you, madam, standing there like the squits are its beating heart. But I'm a match for you, and I tell you there is no length which I shall not go, no punishment I shall not inflict, no ear I shall not stretch back, no finger I shall... What is it? What is it? Oh, get it off me! Get it off me! It's heading north! I've got a newt in my knickers! I've got a newt in my knickers! I've got a newt in my knickers!
Oh, well, that was interesting. I think we'd better go while we still can. Yeah! Matilda?
Watch.
Matilda, I think it'd be wise to go
Watch,
before...
please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is? This thing with my eyes.
I could not say, Matilda, but I don't think we should be frightened of it. I think it's something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Was he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh yeah, very. He is very proud. He is very, very, very proud. He always says, Matilda, I am very proud to have a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. That's not what he says. He's not proud at all. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes. Yes, I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't, actually. But I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt. But one day I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and I begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad. But he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But, Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine. And when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written everything down. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. She even made me sign a contract for him about every penny. She even produced a document saying my father had given her his entire house.
But did he really do that? Magnus, I mean, did he really just give her his house?
I cannot say, Matilda. Like, I cannot believe that he would have killed himself. Which is what she said had happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I don't know, Matilda. But all I know is that years of being bullied by that woman made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
That's why you live here.
This roof keeps me trapped. beauty when it's perfect beauty. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough.
Miss Honey, she's got your father's house. She's got everything that's yours.
On these walls hang wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read. And I am set free. And when it's cold outside, I feel no fear. Even in the winter storms, I am warmed by sweet bonfire. And there is nowhere I'd rather be. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. For this is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. And when it's cold and bleak, I feel no fear. Even in the fiercest storms,
Don't
I
cry,
am
let me
warmed
wipe away your
by
tears. Forgive me,
When
I
outside
didn't mean to desert
don't
you.
pay much heed.
I know that I hurt
everything
you.
I need is you. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. It isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Oh, yes. Yes, it was. My mother gave it to him before she died, and she was
An acrobat.
Yes. Yes, she was. How did you... And my father was...
An escapologist.
Matilda! How did you know that?
So they were your parents?
What? Who? I don't...
The people in my story.
What story?
I've been telling a story and I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
You've seen my life?
She did him in. Let's go to the police.
What? No, we can't. We have no evidence.
But you can just tell them. Tell them she did it.
No, we can't, Matilda. They'd never believe it. They'd never believe she was capable of murder.
But why? She was so cruel to you. She beat you. She shouted at you. She locked you up in tiny cupboards and threw you in cellars.
Stop, Matilda, please!
Miss Honey, your aunt's a murderer. She killed Magnus. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull.
In this world, children, there are two types of human beings. Winners and losers. I am a winner. I play by the rules and I win. But if I play by the rules and I don't win, something is wrong. Something is not working. And when something's not right, you have to put it right. even if it screams. What are you looking at?
You.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. And any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to Turkey! You! Spell, oh now let me think. Newt.
New. N-E-W-T. New.
What?
Miss Honey taught us. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense! Miss Honey is too soft and peachy to be good at anything. Any moron can see that. You. Stand up, turn around, and spell the one thing you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating!
Of course she's not cheating. She's simply spelling the word.
These little specks of dust can't possibly be this clever. They are worms!
I've taught them, that's all. With patience and kindness and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? I shall prove you know nothing of teaching. You! Thick bog snot nose. Spell, oh no. And colloquial medial strepitococces moses.
What? But that's not a word, you just made it up.
Spell, or go to choky. And I should warn you, it has silent letters.
A-N-C-H-E-L-L-A.
Oh dear. Oh dearie dear.
K.
I'm sorry, but it was a silent Z. You're going to Turkey.
Cat. C-A-F. Cat.
I got it wrong, miss. You have to put me in choking too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. And me.
Table. X-A-B-F-Y. And me.
What are you doing? What's going on? Stop this!
You can't put it all in Turkey. Banana. G-T-A-A-P-L.
No! Stop this, do you hear?
Maggots. T-S-P-A-T-Y-F. Snot nose. Yinty-O-O-O-O.
No, no! Stop this!
Naughty. P-U-F-T-Y-X-N.
Big fat bully. P-Y-T-L-S-D-Y-F-W. Revolting!
You can't put us all in choking. You're going to have to put me in choking too, miss. Come now, maggots. Do you think I hadn't thought of that? I've been busy. A whole array of chokies. One for each and every one of you! And now that I see our little spelling test is over, I can tell that each and every one of you has failed! You see, children, there are two types of humans. Winners and losers. I am...
Look, the chalk!
What?
It's moving! It's moving! Look, it's writing something!
What the devil is this? Who
No one! No one is doing anything!
Agatha.
Agatha, this is Magnus.
It can't be. It can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house.
No, stop this. Stop this, you here.
Then leave.
No.
Or I will get you.
It can't be Magnus!
Run!
No!
Run!
No!
Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we both forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will the turkey just slap. Never again will I be bullied and never again will I doubt it when my mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again that we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done, and we'll have the trust for revolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done, and we'll have the trust for revolting. We're revolting. Will become a screaming horse. Take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword. Never again will we be ignored. We'll find out where the talk is stored. And draw room pictures on the board. It's so insulting. We're revolting. We can SBL how we like. We never was a wrong is right. We want an LRT-Y. So we're a little bit naughty. So we never stay inside the line. We disobey at the same time. There's nothing that a transport can do. And a section. Think you can push us too far. There's no going back now. We are revolting. Revolting talk. USING. USING. REVOLTING. Babies to LA for you. We are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. Don't be revolting children till our revolting's done. Babies to LA for you. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. Babies to LA for you. We are revolting.
A few days later, the acrobat and escapologist's daughter received a letter from a solicitor. It said her parents' will had mysteriously shown up, and she was now the owner of the beautiful old house, which up until that moment had been lived in by one evil aunt named Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately, and she was very happy, more happy than she had ever been in her entire life. As for Miss Trunchbull, she was never seen again. The turkeys were immediately destroyed and a new headmistress took over. And her name was Miss Honey. And it was often said that it was one of the best schools in the entire land.
Do you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought perhaps it was because her mind was being challenged, but she said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers. But sometimes I would look at this little girl who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with mean and cruel parents who called her names, and I would feel my blood boil, and I just
tell you that this story has a happy ending. I wish so much to tell you that Matilda got the love she deserves. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Don't just stand there gulping. We're going to Spain.
Spain, but why?
Because this idiot, this schmick, this twit brain seemed to think it was a good idea to sell 155 old bangers to the Bulgarian mafia.
Well, I didn't know there was a flaming Bulgarian mafia, did I? Come on, boy. We're leaving forever, and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda stay with me.
I beg your pardon.
Mr. Webber, I would love to take Matilda. If she would like to stay with me, that is. I would look after her with love, respect, and care, and I'd pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
You mean leave our daughter here with you?
What did you say?
They'll be here any minute.
Dad, you called me a daughter.
They're here, you idiot! I told you! Quick! Hide behind the books!
What if they damage my legs? My beautiful legs!
You are the Roman's daughter?
Yes.
Where is your father?
I don't know.
Vormund is a stupid man. And being stupid, he assumed I was stupid too. And that is a very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
Yes, but I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
Oh, you know this? At least there is one clever one in the family. What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
I like you, Matilda. You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of work, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most people I deal with, their thinking is all, how you say, backwards.
Backwards?
Idziadori, pokriva svoja buštepla. Da, u to švečne kako vedete.
Благодаря. И за мен е удоволствие да се запознаем.
Ти говориш български?
Ни толкова добре, колкото би искала. Това и красив език, така че се надявам да науча колкото мога повече.
Matilda, who taught you how to speak Bulgarian?
Well, I taught myself, I suppose. I was reading the great Bulgarian author Ivan Rusov, and I thought it would be better to read it in the language it was written in.
I am Sergei. It is truly a pleasure to meet you, Matilda. Matilda, your father has been stupid and rude to both of us. Yes. I can very easily have one of my friends teach him manners. And one day, when he leaves hospital, he will still be stupid, yes. But not so rude, I think. I give this to you as gifts. What do you say?
Mr. Sergei, this is a very tempting offer, but he is my father, and I'm his daughter, and I think I've had enough of this.
This miracle, Matilda. No! Kako praviš?
Govoriš si, za da.
Да, да.
Matilda! Matilda, your father is very, 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 very stupid. But he is also very, very lucky to have you as his daughter. However, if I happen to be in area again and I see him, he will not be so lucky.
Well, let's get out of here before they change their minds.
What about the girl? Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Well, we're a bit short on room, so yes.
Thank you.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms.
And hugged her.
And Miss Honey hugged her back. And they hardly noticed as the Wormwoods and Rodolfo sped off into the distance.
Because they had found each other.
Yes, they found each other.
so much for joining us tonight here for Matilda the Musical at East Ridge High School. If you'd like to meet the cast and crew of this production,